Hey everyone, welcome to Entrepreneur's Quest. This is Mike here. I'm just gonna go over a video, or just go over make a video going over thumbtack.com. This is something that helped me when I first started my pest control company, and something I've still used today that's been amazing for me. I want to go over a few things that'll help you out. That'll help you get quotes. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, the first thing, the idea is when you're first starting off, you need to build this up here. You need to build up the reviews, because once you have a bunch of reviews, that helps a lot. That helps to sell, or that helps people choose your quote over everyone else's. But to get to this point, the first thing, just a few tips that will help you, is on your profile, you want to be a person rather than just a company. So you might have, some of you guys might put your logo here. You might, if you're in another industry besides pest control, you'll probably do the same thing. Think you want to put your logo. But what you want to do is you want to be a person. Okay, so you put your picture here is much better. Be the face of the company rather than just have a logo there or just something else. You want to have a picture so people know who they're hiring. And also on the media, have a lot of media down here. You can put videos, pictures, all kinds of different things. So you can put videos I have. And I like to date some of the things to make it current. So if I say I just did a job, sometimes I like to date it, just so people will check it out and they'll know that it's current, that I was just doing the work, or that I've been doing work. And also sometimes I post my reviews here too, just so people can get an idea. So you want to just put a lot of work into your profile. Well, actually, it doesn't take that long, but just put a lot of pictures, a lot of content, so people can check it out. And make sure you have everything down here filled out, everything that's supposed to be filled out. Connect to your Facebook, connect to your website. Just make sure everything, all the forms are filled out. So that's your profile. Now when it comes to sending a quote, I'll just go over some of the things about that, about sending a quote, how you can up your sales. So the first thing you want to do is give someone options, because a lot of times when people are coming to Thumbtack, they're just shopping around. They're looking for options. So why not give them several different options? Okay, especially when you're first starting. When you're first starting your company, you're trying to get sales. If you're an owner-operator, first year, second year, you're trying to get more sales. So you're not going to be worried that much about dropping down a little bit in your price to get your foot in the door. Because there's a lot of times where I'll send a quote and I'll lower the price a little bit just to get that quote, and they'll tell their friends, and those friends will tell their other friends. So just people will know about me. So you might think, oh, I don't want to drop at $50 or $100 on my quote. But in the long run, it'll work out. Especially if you're first building your Thumbtack profile, drop your quote, or drop your price. I'll even show you another tip, but drop your price just to get in the door to get a good review. Because once you start getting reviews, then you can start raising your prices, because you have a bunch of reviews and people will trust that your company and that you are a good company that they should hire. So don't be worried about going low at first. You can always raise it later. You just want people to know about you. You want people to spread the word and start getting word of mouth referrals. So what I usually do is send them a low quote. So here, you give them an option. Say whatever the service there is. Say, for me, it's pest control. So I'll say, just a few tips here. I'll say, give them a low price, and then I'll give them option number 2. Normally what I have is option number 1. I have it written out here, and then I have option number 2. So option number 1, I'll say the 6-month warranty for mice. I'll write that all out. And then I'll say I have option number 2, which is a 1-year warranty, which basically means I come out 3 times a year. So it's basically a yearly pest control plan. So it's a 1-year warranty. So you give them an option number 1, low price. Give them an option number 2 for the middle. You can even do an option number 3 for the high price. And always on Thumbtack, there is, when you're doing the quote, there is a section that where you can, I can't see it now, but there's a section where you can put a quote in and it will say need more info. But I found that if you do the need more info and you don't give them a price, less people will open it. So you always want to give a price. Whether it's, sometimes I think I did one the other day where it was $1. So I just said, there was one, I just said $1 because I needed way more information about the service. But always give them just a low price and say, in the message, say, yeah, this is a the low price. If I get there and I see that more work needs to be done, the price might be adjusted. But always give a price. So the low, middle, give them options. Also, you want to be very specific on when you can go treat. Because I feel like most people want to be told. They don't want to really do a lot of thinking around what they want to have done. Just give them options. Say, I can be there Saturday at 2 o'clock, and I can be there Friday at 1, and then I can be there next Wednesday at 12. So give them a bunch of options. A lot of times I find if those don't work, they'll just say, oh, well, can you do Tuesday at noon? So they'll give you other options, but it's good to just tell them, give them 2 or 3 treatment schedule days, and I feel like that helps the quote too. For me, that's something that has helped out. Just telling them, don't say what works for you, what's a good time for you, because you're making too many things they need to think about. Just let them know what works for you, and they'll usually come back. If that doesn't work, they'll come back and tell you. So, and also, another good thing too is to link back to your website. So for me, I wrote on my website, I have a guide to hiring a pest control company. I'll always link that because it makes me seem like the authority. So it'll say, I wrote a great information about hiring a pest control company. You can find it on my website. I always write that under here. Sometimes I link my Angie's List, or I link my Yelp, or on Better Business Bureau, so they can see I'm part of all that. So the more information, the better. And also, you want to have it broken up into short little paragraphs. I see a lot of people writing a whole message, like a huge message. You don't want to do that. You want to have it short little paragraphs so it's easily consumed by your potential customer. You can see here 5 quotes have been sent, and they chose me over the other people. Normally what they say is I had a lot of information here. They liked my website. So I put a lot of information on the website, and I link back to that so people can check it out. Because people will always check everything out. They'll come here, they'll go see she viewed my profile. They'll always go look at the profile. They'll check a lot of things out before they hire someone. So you want to just give them a lot of information, and don't just give them, pretty much tell them everything you're going to do. The more detailed, the better. This is kind of, I've changed my quoting a little bit more. I usually add more than I do on this one. This is just an example, but you could also break everything down to steps. So if you're doing pest control, you're doing pressure washing, you're doing lawn care, whatever it is, break it down to steps. Say, here's my 17-point rodent elimination. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do that. List everything you're going to do. So that helps a lot too. The more information, the better it is. So that's just some general things about the Thumbtack profile, the picture, the media, and don't be afraid to, one more thing, but don't be afraid to go down on the price to get reviews, to get people reviews. But another good thing here that I'll talk about, when you're writing a review, one thing that is better than lowering your price is to offer more, to offer another service on top of it. So you could say if these people are calling me for mice, I could say I'll treat for mice, and then while I'm there, I'll give you a free bonus. I'll also do a exterior power spray for ants, or I'll do a baiting around the property for ticks or ants or whatever it is. I'll if I see any bees nests, I'll knock those down too. Whatever you can whatever you can add to the service as a bonus, that's what you want to do. So more so, or better than lowering the price too, is if you say, while I'm there, I'll give you a free something, a free bonus, whatever service you can offer. I'll give you a free mosquito tick treatment that'll be good for 30 days. So you add something free to it, and that helps a lot. Call it a free bonus. I'll give you a free bonus while I'm there. So you're also going to do the mice, plus you're going to do this other free thing. And that's better than lowering the price, because lowering the price seems kind of cheaper, I guess. But if you say you'll add value to it, you'll do $275, $300, $350, and you're going to add something, you add value as a free service while you're already there, that'll help a lot too. A lot of times people have written me good reviews just based on that. So it's better to put in a bonus, a free bonus. And a lot of times on my reviews, people will say that. They'll say, oh, I called him for mice, and he also treated my house for ants too while he was there. Or I called him for bees, and he also power sprayed the foundation and treated around my home for ant prevention. So whatever it is, you add a bonus, and that helps get reviews. So the big thing is to get the reviews. Once you have a lot of reviews, it'll just kind of start to snowball. So those are some tips. Hopefully that'll help you out with your Thumbtack profile, because Thumbtack works great, but you have to test things too. I've tested a lot of this stuff. I've been doing this for a while. You've used Thumbtack for a long time. I put in a lot of quotes. So I try to test different things. That's why I know it's better to give a price, and I know the more information, the better. Link back to your website. Even if they can find it on your profile, just make it easy for them. And also give them a time. Give them 3 or 4 different times where you can make it out there. That helps too. So hopefully those tips will help you out. If you have any questions or want to know anything about pest control marketing or marketing your small business in general, leave a message down below, and I'll get back to you. All right, it's Mike here. We'll talk to you later.